So, we finally got to sit down and watch what?
Bad Lieutenant.
Starring who?
Harvey Keitel.
And what is he?
He's a bad lieutenant. He's a bad motherfucker. He don't play around.
And he smokes a lot of crack.
Yeah, he does a lot of things. As far as
a lot of bad things.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about the take that I have on the movie is this. I'll tell you why. Because
he'd never seen this movie before. I
never saw the movie before, but I've seen many other Harvey Keitel / Quentin Tarantino type movies that he did. You know, Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, like that. So I didn't know what to expect from going back from original. And that's the other thing, guys. We're drinking coquito for the holidays. Merry Christmas. We're drinking some eggnog.
Feliz Navidad.
With brandy and I guess rum in there.
It's good though.
With a little added spice rum. But
it is good.
But I took the take as look. Here's how I look at it. I think that if I didn't know who Harvey Keitel is, and I watched it when it first came out in what year?
92.
92. So I think I probably. The movie was good, but it was sick and demented.
Oh, it was definitely sick and demented.
And if you watched it in the 90s and you were dealing with cops like that, it would kill your the faith you had in police if you relied on them for something. Because this guy was the worst of the worst. The acting.
He was also. He was a shit sandwich of a human being.
Oh, absolutely. I mean.
He degenerate gambler, corrupt cop.
Right. And like if I watch this movie with a person and the person I'm watching with says that's my kind of guy, I'm gonna look at him like there's a problem here.
Raging drug addict. Raging drug addict.
Yeah, and borderline pedophile.
But
what they did in this movie was they did a lot of there was a lot of acting involved, and thank God Harvey Keitel is a good actor because I think if they used anybody else, it would have been a good movie, but it wouldn't have been as good, I don't think, because he did a great job. Like almost like as if like a Daniel Day-Lewis was method.
Like, what do you think kind of headspace Harvey Keitel had to get into?
Well, he probably had to do research because he went to a lot of slums. He was a lot of whores in the movie.
You think he got so hardcore that he was legit like, give me real crack rocks?
Well,
give me real crack rocks. I'll light these up on screen.
Who knows? Maybe in the past he did crack and he knew what it was like. Who knows? But he played a great role in the movie. I mean, any crack addict would be like, listen, he did a great job. You actually have to be on that to realize. 9
out of 10 crack
9 out of 10 crack addicts recommend this. It's like the dentist. There's always one dentist that doesn't approve. But what I am thinking though is that with this particular movie,
he's just doing so many different insane things.
Well, I was trying to figure out in what era, because you said that Reservoir Dogs came out 1 year before this movie.
It was close to it. They weren't too far apart from each other.
Because
they weren't too far apart from each other.
Myself and probably many people that know Quentin Tarantino movies probably only know Harvey Keitel from the Quentin Tarantino movies, like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, movies like that.
Harvey Keitel's been in a lot of other movies.
He was huge before that?
Well, not huge before that. Harvey Keitel.
Because he ended up starring in almost every Quentin Tarantino movie.
Harvey Keitel is actually one of my favorite actors. But he's not like a well-sung Hollywood hero with his acting. But Harvey Keitel, every movie I've seen with Harvey Keitel,
this movie, when I watch it, almost reminds me of like a Scarface, like ahead of its time. Like Scarface, went in the 70s, and this was filmed in what year? 92,
Scarface
right?
was 80s, man.
80s, right, 80s. But it didn't do good. But now it's doing great. Everybody loves Scarface. It's like one of those movies where, oh, you haven't seen Scarface?
Oh yeah, that was the thing. We did have a discussion whether Scarface was a flop or a hit or not. Scarface, I think.
It was a flopping when it first came out, but it became a hit.
Half its money back in the box office, I think.
Oh, okay, if you measure it by that point, but it became a pop culture phenomenon, Scarface.
So it wasn't a hit, but...
T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you make a T-shirts 2 decades after the movie came out.
T-shirts and freaking video games.
Yeah, video games, right.
But anyway, back to Bad Lieutenant.
Back to Bad Lieutenant.
So, Harvey Keitel is a
He
cop.
did a great job in the movie, don't get me wrong.
Harvey Keitel is a cop.
Okay.
Who,
give us synopsis. Give us a brief synopsis.
Alright, I'll say the opening. The opening of it is he picks his 2 sons up from their aunt's house.
Which actually is the only time we actually see those sons, but yes.
And he takes them to school. He drives them to school.
A good father would do. Any good father would bring their kids to school. They were dressed in suits.
Well, no, they went to a Catholic school.
Right. And any good father would bring.
There's a heavy Catholic themes.
Yes, very religious. This is a very religious movie.
Heavy Catholic themes in this movie.
Yeah, he brought his sons early in the morning to school.
And then he drops them off, and then he's like snorting cocaine off his hand.
Right, as they were walking in, he was watching them walk in while he was doing cocaine.
And then he goes to a murder scene, because he's a lieutenant. He's a lieutenant.
Right, which...
And he goes to a murder scene all coked up.
Oh, destroyed out of his mind. I mean, the guy was just crooked.
He's coked out of his mind going to a murder scene.
The guy was more crooked than like a, something that's crooked. Something like that, but he's more crooked than that. That's what I'm saying. But no, he was good. The acting was good, and the movie in general was pretty good. I just wondered how I would feel watching the movie back when it first came out, because the movie has a lot of uncomfortable parts. You don't want to watch this with like a family member. You don't want to watch with your mom.
This ain't a movie you're gonna put on for grandma.
Right.
Or.
This is not a Christmas movie. This is a Christmas time, by the way.
Or your 6-year-old niece. This ain't the type of.
No. Right now, everybody's watching like the Grinch movies. We're watching Bad Lieutenant. That's what we do going into Christmas. It is what right now? The 20th? No, it's the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's the 22nd, right?
We're beyond that.
We're in the 22nd, by the way. Only 3 days after Christmas. But yes, very good movie. I'm not gonna say it's a very good movie. It was a good.
I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's you know people talk about hard hitting movies. Holy shit, is this a hard hitting movie? Like almost every scene in this movie is like you're like, oh, what the hell is going on now? And then the next scene happens.
The way they show
and then you're like, oh, what the hell is going on now? And then the next scene happens.
Well, the way they shown the usage of the drug scenes when people would do heroin or crack, the way they would just stand around and like they really.
Oh, they really drew out. They drew out.
Well, they portrayed it the way a person, Look,
yeah.
Look, it doesn't. Look, when somebody shoots up, it takes a little bit to finally get it. But they actually went with that. They put the camera on, and they did great acting, which means that maybe they did some research. But look, it was a good movie. What I liked most about the movie was it took place, about 2 decades ago, and I got to see the old cop cars from the city, and it pretty much Port Authority. A lot of scenes from Manhattan that I wouldn't remember from not seeing it in general. But to recommend, look, this kind of movie, and you said...
So when you were running the video store, you never came across this movie?
That's what I was telling you while we were watching it. I can't believe I didn't watch this movie, because you said they did...
You never came across it.
You said they did a remake with...
oh, yeah.
With...
Yeah.
With
Nicolas Cage.
With Nicolas Cage, correct. So,
yeah,
but you never saw it, by the way.
I never saw
That's
that
because you're scared. You're scared.
No, I will watch it.
No, because you like this movie so much. That
No, definitely not.
So how come you won't watch the Total Recall reboot, but you'll watch the Bad Lieutenant reboot?
Because
it's different?
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, you know what? Not for nothing. It kind of is. It's also the same thing with RoboCop. I'll never see that. What the hell? What was it? 2013 or 14.
Yeah, the RoboCop.
When they remade
But we
RoboCop,
did like the Dread reboot. But okay, fine. But whatever. Cape Fear was a great reboot too, even though I knew it was original. But
I did see the original Cape Fear.
But you didn't see it before you saw the second one.
No.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I tried to watch the black and white version, but exactly. Anyway.
I will give the Nicolas Cage
a chance.
Bad Lieutenant version a chance. I would. I'm not saying
The problem is there's no way he's gonna be able to compete with Harvey Keitel's.
But it's also different. It's set post Katrina. It's post.
Oh, that's right. It's a whole New Orleans story.
This is just all right. Bad Lieutenant, 1992. Harvey Keitel. It's just straight up corrupt cop running rampant in New York. In fact, he doesn't even have a name.
Right.
They
just didn't even mention his name, right?
Right.
He did just call him Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. That's all they call him. And I think if you look up the credits, he's called the Bad Lieutenant.
No. Well, the movie's called Bad Lieutenant.
I'm talking about when you look up the credits on like IMDb or shit like that. Like it's gonna say the Bad Lieutenant as. You're gonna see Harvey Keitel. Who did he star in as Bad Lieutenant? I think it says the Bad Lieutenant.
I didn't see this guy would make one bust during the whole freaking movie. The guy was pretty much just shaking down people for whatever he could get.
No, he didn't.
But no, he did a good job.
He's not a good lieutenant.
No.
He's the opposite.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what to make of that movie still, and I just finished watching it for the first time a little while ago. And I really still don't know, except that the acting was good. I think the movie was okay, but I'm looking at it from a post...
a lot of Catholic references in this movie. There's a lot of references to the Catholic religion.
Like when that woman was looking at him, remember he was in the house...
hallucinating Jesus.
The Jesus Catholic.
First off, he's such a drug addict. He's such a drug addict in this movie. He starts. What was the first thing he did? Smoking, and then went to snorting.
He was.
And then it went to shooting up.
Yeah, he was freebasing. He was snorting, and then he started freebasing. He was cooking. And then he was
the final
he did everything.
The final countdown.
Yeah, he did everything except smoking weed, which would have been okay. But even back then,
I think if he smoked weed, he'd have been a lot more. He'd have been chill lieutenant.
Yeah, chill lieutenant. Right. Right, chill lieutenant.
He wouldn't have been so bad.
No, he was a horror story. This is not the kind of goal. This is not the kind of guy you want to call. Let me tell you, if we call for a domestic violence dispute or any kind of thing, he'll just come to the house and he'll search the house for drugs.
He'll actually pull a gun on you and demand the money out of your pocket.
Right, that was the thing with him. He would always have the gun. He'd always have the gun.
He'll demand the money out of your pocket.
Like the scene when he went into the Oriental store. And, he robbed the store. Okay, take him in for questioning.
Oriental, Mike?
Well, in general, that's nothing with...
Anyway.
That's not, first of all, okay, I understand where you're going with that, but that's not anything. That's just, okay, what should I call it then?
Whatever. Do that speed bump.
I'll be the one taking a hit on that. But anyway, he goes into the store. Okay, we're all becoming in 2000. Okay, he goes into the store and then he ends up fucking, what does he do? He takes the drugs off the...
First of all, the guy's screaming that they stole $400 or $500 from him. And there's a cop already in there. And he just stumbles in there. He's stumbling in there after dealing with 2 crack whores.
Yeah, he just wanted... Right. Explain that part. Why we even walked into the store in the first place?
He just stumbled out of their house.
But he wanted a Budweiser tall boy or something. Yeah. He goes like here's how the scene goes. He walks into the store. the store owner goes, "Oh, they just robbed me for $500." The cop was there with the store owner.
He walks into the store like he's stumbling, rumbling into the store.
And they explained to him how they just got robbed. And what was the first words out of his mouth?
You just think that he's already he just wants a beer, but like there's already some cop in there dealing with it. Remember there was the
Yeah,
cop.
but I know he
there.
wanted a beer beforehand. He walks in there, the cop tells him, "Oh, Lieutenant." He goes, "Oh," because everybody knows.
No, I just thought he wanted
This is
a
a
beer.
very popular lieutenant, by the way. Everybody knows him.
I just thought he wanted a beer because he was just, tired of dealing with two crack whores. Wanted a beer.
Yeah, but if you're a lieutenant and you walk into a store and you hear it got robbed, the first thing you're gonna say is, "Can I get a Budweiser tall boy?" You're not gonna say that. And then what he does is he sends in the store owner for questioning with the other cop that was there, and he has a store by himself.
I know, what did he do?
He ends up
start arguing. He pulls out a gun and shoots into like the dairy aisle.
Yeah, so the dairy aisle, and he takes the money that they stole. So pretty much he stole it. But yes, it was a very sick movie.
Because he's not a good lieutenant.
I'm not even gonna get into the part with the two hairband groupie girls in the car. They had the tail light out. We'll say that if you guys watch the movie, because I'm not gonna get into that because it was too creepy.
All right, but what about the gambling thing?
Well, the whole thing with the Mets, right? The Mets and the whole sports aspect.
Who's your team, Mike?
Well, my team is the New York Mets, and I wish it was a true scenario, which would happen with them in the movie. I'm not going to get into that. You guys have to watch. But yes, he was a gambler also who dealt with the mafia and things like that, which plays another role into the whole movie, which we're not going to get into. But the guy was a degenerate. He did some really sick things. Remember, what did he do? What did he do that they do in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? What did he do?
Wait, which one? What the?
He hung.
Oh, Jesus.
He hung dong in the movie.
Yeah, that's what he was doing with the crack one.
He hung.
Oh yeah, all right.
Dong.
A warning for everyone: Harvey Keitel shows his freaking.
If you could say it's a penis, if you could even identify that, I mean, it's identifiable. He could be like a different gender. That fucking guy hung dong at the wrong time in his life. He should have never hung dong. That fucking penis was tiny. This is coming from a guy who's not really hung like that.
Now you're gonna go into a penis-sized debate.
Well, it's Michael-phallus.
Now you're gonna sound like
Michael Fascia, whatever it's called. But he, no, I'm just saying, he hung, you can't say hung dong, it's like an oxymoron. He didn't hang any dong. He hung like a little tiny penis. But anyway, he's very muscular in the movie, though.
He still dates around a little cracked out.
Oh, he did a great job. Oh my God, awesome job. Now, I'm not going to say, look, I want to sum up the movie, we'll sum up the movie. I'm not going to say I loved it, but I definitely did like it. But I don't know if I loved it. I don't know. But again, this is my perspective from watching it in the year 2019.
I saw this movie,
probably when it first came out.
No. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
because I would love Remo Williams when it first came out, but I don't know if I would love it now. That's what I'm saying.
I saw this movie, I moved to Tennessee for a little bit, and I got a little leeway on what I was able to rent on VHS.
You were able to rent R-rated movies like this?
So I rented this movie, and I was like, what the hell did I just watch?
Exactly!
I mean,
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Listen. I will say, it's a good movie. It's
entertaining. But it's very uncomfortable.
Oh, yes.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yes, it is. It really is. It really is.
You gotta get through certain parts.
It really is. I'm not gonna lie about that.
But that's what makes it a great...
Mike, I'm not gonna lie. It is uncomfortable. It's like the type of movie, like, you just watch, like, oh, I gotta dive into a hot shower right after watching this movie.
Yeah. I could watch The Disaster Artist over and over and still not feel as uncomfortable as they do with this. But let me tell you something, though. And that's what makes it great acting. When you get to feel uncomfortable by something, like...
That's a good point,
exactly.
Man.
When you get to feel so uncomfortable, you know that they're doing a good job. Right.
You did your job.
Because they were going for uncomfortableness. I mean, there was parts where I was like, could we just let this end already?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the nun scene, and also the scene, those scenes.
What type of preparation did Harvey Keitel have to do for this movie? That's what I want to know. I'm never really interested in, like, actors and what they
if you were like if you were James Lipton inside the acting studio,
but this particular movie
how did you prepare for this role as a true scumbag?
This particular movie has me interested in wondering how
Harvey
Keitel,
how did he do it and how did he portray it? Because it's almost like he's really like that person.
He lived that life for a bit. Yeah.
Absolutely, no, he did a great job. He really did. He did a great job in that movie. The acting was
good
great.
job, Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel, you're the frickin' man.
Yes. Shout out to HK.
I do like Harvey Keitel as an actor, though. He's
No, I do too.
He's a good freaking
I mean,
actor.
he was the cleaner in Pulp Fiction. He did an awesome job in Pulp Fiction.
The wolf in Pulp Fiction.
The wolf, right? He was the wolf. Right. Right. Which everything he did in that movie, they could have done themselves. They could have cleaned up everything.
Wait, what was that movie you said he was the cleaner in? You told me this movie.
In another movie? Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that now. I can't. How am I gonna remember that? I can't remember anything.
No, you can't.
Good
Was
luck
it
with
Point
that.
of No Return? That was the one you kept.
Yeah, he was in the Point of No
The one
Return.
you kept telling
He
me
was
to
the
see.
cleaner in Point of No Return.
Bridget Fonda was.
Yes, but he was a more serious. He was really
Look,
serious.
my
in that
mind
one,
just
yeah.
saved you right.
But yeah, shit. I was derailed and you railed me. Oh, that sounded bad. But yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, he fucking railed me. It doesn't sound good when I'm talking with it. Yeah, right, exactly. But yes, correct. No, yeah, he was the cleaner also in Point of No Return, but he was, yeah. He ended up trying to take out Bridget Fonda, but, you know.
He was in a lot of things. Harvey Keitel.
No, he was good. Yeah, he was good. I like him.
Copland. Copland was good.
I mean, I guess I liked the movie. Not as much as you did, but I liked it.
Okay, so Siskel or Ebert was.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Was there something in the middle of a thumbs up and a thumbs down? Was like a neutral kind of thumb?
I don't know.
Because
That's what you would be.
No, I wouldn't give it a
So
thumbs.
he's giving a meh.
I would give it a right. Yeah, you should copyright that shit. MEH, meh. That's your shit. Every time I text you, meh. Star Wars, meh. Well, maybe we'll get into Star Wars after, but meh. But yeah. No, it was. I give it like a. Here's what I give it. I give it like a little angle up, but not totally up. A little angle up. I recommend watching it, but I don't think people will love. Well, I don't know. It depends on how sick and demented. If you're a sick and demented bastard, you're gonna love it.
You're not rooting for him. He's not a guy you're rooting for.
Like Tony Soprano. You never root for Soprano, but you love. Well, actually, you do root for Soprano. Actually, kind of do root for this guy, don't you?
No. For Harvey Keitel in this movie?
Oh, no.
I didn't root for him in this movie.
He's trying to do right.
He's
He's trying to solve the big crime in the movie.
You see the shit
The whole
he's
movie's about.
Okay, and all the other shit he's doing, yeah, I'm gonna root for this guy. Hell no.
Yeah, he did a lot of raunchy stuff. And let me tell you something. It's a good depiction of how. See, when I look at the movie, I think 80s. But you said it's from the 90s. But it looks 80s type, the way it was done. But yeah, that's how it was. You had a lot of lieutenants that weren't, you know. In fact,
they were. Would you say they were bad lieutenants?
Well, I just hope that no one's as bad as this guy is. That's all I have to say. That guy is a monster. I mean, he's just crazy.
I almost dropped my cigarette. he's a monster.
Yeah, he's insane. But yeah, I guess I recommend watching it if you want to get, you know, it's an easy watch. It's an hour and a half. It's an easy watch.
It's not an easy watch.
If you're watching it here, right?
No, not if you're squeamish. If you got.
Well, and also if you're into, if you get easily offended or insulted, you might not want to watch it, right? If you're easily squeamish,
It's
right?
not for the squeamish.
Right, that's the way that you could put it, right?
But,
it's not for the easily squeamish, correct? Right. Because there was some season one to fast forward.
Oh,
like,
man.
let me just fast forward to this part. Because he gets a little crazy.
Oh, jeez. But, alright, we finally actually got to sit down and watch Bad Lieutenant.
Yep, he finally did.
So, I will say this. You say.
I'll go with a semi thumb. You know, I'm not gonna stick it all the way up. I'm not gonna put it all the way in there. But I'll like just a tip. Just a tip.
You're gonna go with semi?
Just a tip. I'll give it just a tip.
You go with semi?
Remember back when you were a little kid and you wanted to make love to a woman? Just a tip. Just a tip.
You go with I'll go full thumb.
You go, yeah, he aims dong.
I'll go full thumb.
I'll go semi. I got a semi on that one. But you guys decide. It's all up to you guys.
Oh yeah, anyone ever seen the movie?
And I recommend Coquito, by the way, for the holidays. I love it. Coquito is the best. little Coco Lopez.
Anyone ever seen Bad Lieutenant? Anyone loves the movie? Yeah.
Well, you know, I look at myself as a movie connoisseur, whatever that means, and I still haven't seen this movie, and I work in a video store, this might have been a movie that my parents were keeping away from me, because they used to keep me away from movies like this.
It could have been.
Who knows?
Not your parents' movie.
Right, yeah, you don't want to watch with your parents. How awkward was that when you used to watch a movie with your parents and there was a nude scene? It was like, oh my god.
Times.
Oh, it's the worst.
I would get thrown out of the room.
Oh yeah, I would get thrown in the room all the time. I was like him with the big Christian.
You think I was able to sit there and watch Bad Lieutenant in 1992 with my mom and dad? Like, yeah, I just rented this.
Do you think they could do that scene with the nun in today's day and age in the movie? Because that's a really horrible scene.
No.
Nowadays, I don't know if they could get away with that. But no, it was very interesting. And I give it a semi. He gives it a thumbs up all the way in. That's how he goes, all the way in. But I go just a tip.
No, Mike can't even get it.
That's why I'm going to semi. I only got a semi. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about thumbs up. But
all right.
I recommend it though. I recommend it.
Oh, you do? You actually recommend it?
I guess I do.
Okay. I recommend it. Okay. All right. So.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good one. Happy holidays. Later.